wonderful wife and Lord. Oh, looks like we got some beans and meat and some lime or lemon. So delicious. We got the background music too. The suspense. Very good, thank you.
Okay, here's the method we're using on our spaghetti squash today. Oswald and I are making food. So you just hollow them out and then upside down. We're using parchment, not to save the pan, but to keep us from the aluminum in our food. We put water in there to steam cook it. So as much water as your pan can kind of handle. And we're going to use temperatures 375. It's just heating. And then we'll pop those in. It'll probably take about an hour. All right, so here's the onion lesson. We take the ends off. And the out layer. And then we're going to sliver it as thin as we can this way. Now there is a trick if you want, if you have a hard time holding it together, you can actually not cut it all the way through. So you can go like this. This is how I first cut onions when I first learned. See that it's holding it together at the base. But I don't actually like doing that anymore. I just hold it together with my hands. But if you have a small hand, you might prefer that. So we're doing a finer dice, so we're gonna cut thinner strips. And then you cut at an angle this way. Ozzie's up.
I'm going to see the sometimes the onion.
You'll work up there. You'll work up tolerance. Okay, so you're gonna go this way, and you're gonna go very, very thin as you can. Yeah. Watch your fingers. Some people use their knuckles. Yeah, that's it. So you see, now because you've cut through, you're losing them. That's why you might not want to cut through when you're getting used to it, but you can. It's up to you how you want to do it. I'm just going to take a phone call. I'll be back. So we browned the onion and then tossed in the beef, and we browned the beef. And here's a little trick for spaghetti. It's great for gut health if your gut can handle it, and also it's very economical. You can cut your beef in half with lentils. I usually have been using the French lentils lately, but I'm going to use red lentils today. And the beef kind of covers off the flavor that some people like. And then this kind of adds the fiber. You can get a nice variety of legume fiber to feed your good microbiota. Lentils are fast cooking, especially the red lentils because they're so small. So I'm going to put them in with the same cook time as my mushrooms. Zucchini are going in at the same time too. I don't know if you can see here, this is peeled in stripes, which is really fun when you do a veggie platter with cucumbers or something. But it cuts down on the lectins from the peel and also just makes it really pretty and kind of fun. Adds some color, but digestibility is easier. A little bit about both worlds. We're doing everything half-half today. So we're not going from scratch today, but when I do go from scratch with tomato sauce and the diced tomatoes, we'll usually use lots and lots of herbs and what else do we stick in there? A splash of balsamic. And when I have it on hand, I love to use some sun-dried tomatoes. I just throw them with some sauce through the blender, and that makes a really nice flavor. Yeah, another little trick I'll show you at the end. And when I use tomato sauces, I always give them a shake down with some water. And you can just cook it down to reduce it if it's a bit thin after, but this gets all the sauce in. Okay, so you can see it's just wonderful right now. Oh, sorry, my camera needs to focus. There we go. So I'm gonna grab this, just so perfect. It's like soft, but not too soft. Okay, I'm gonna get that on the plate. See how the noodles are nicely formed. And then we're gonna get our sauce on there. very nice. Finishing touches, just a little drizzle of the olive oil, full of polyphenols, and it just is so wonderful on top. Some parsley, a touch of herbamere, and a nice big splash of lemon. This is if you want to make it just so wonderful. And there is Parmesan, but Ryan prefers no Parmesan.